It's Madden NFL 24, where we've got ourselves a Super Bowl 20 rematch. It's the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots under the lights on Sunday night.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New England Patriots. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those drive footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw here's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Dante Pettis deep for Chicago. Broken tackle. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Juwan Bentley there to get him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Williams now looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball too hard and let it go late and bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now Williams to throw on third down. And he is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Holding offense.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Back to throw. Williams. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Jennings able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be fourth down.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. A give for Stevenson, running right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Back to throw now on 1st down. Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Sly able to put this one through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Williams over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 3rd down and 1. Operating from the gun. Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Williams on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42.
Again, 11 on the play. And the Bears' 1st down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send him back to the drawing board.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Back to throw. Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Open man is Komet, the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 20-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Once again, it's Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Christian Gonzalez up to make the play.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Williams caught right side. It's Lewis. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Field goal's all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster. And he goes out right around the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and 3. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it, because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football, but when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Fighting through. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I have to think a major focus in the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half. Seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's got his running back out of the backfield, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to use his legs here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Williams now to throw on second down. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Williams looking to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out right to Bourne. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one on the money to Bourne downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout. And that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground with Swift. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And the trend continues here in the fourth, like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back to throw again. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. it isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On the option to give to Swift here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Now 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Anthony Jennings in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Patriots get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. On the return is Pettis. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understand.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So they gambled and went for two. They went for the win, and it cost them the game. Well, this one was certainly one to remember. At the end, they get the touchdown, thinking they're going to go for the PAT to tie.